What's up, guys? Welcome back to my shop. I just got my L88 hood in today and got it all unpackaged. Everything looks good so far. It does have the cold air chamber, so I'm going to flip it over, show you what that looks like. But before I do that, this is where I'm looking to make the cutouts here in the hood. I'm going to do one on each side instead of opening up the entire portion here like the race cars did. I'm just going to have a single piece of essentially the top of the scoop still connected here with the rear portion of the cowl, or I should say the front portion of the cowl, rear portion of this scoop. And what this does is it allows hot air to extract out and also relieves the issues with the C3 Corvettes. They have issue of lifting when they get too much air up underneath them at about 120 to 140. They start to begin to have that issue, results in some handling problems. So real quick, I'll flip my camera up here, set it down, and flip this thing over, show you guys what the cold air chamber looks like. Right here you have, this is just the inlet portion for the cold air chamber. There's a high pressure area that develops at the base of the windshield and allows air to actually suck into that section of the hood. It feeds the carb. I'm not too worried about scratching it up, obviously, because I'm about to do some cutting on this thing. So I'm going to get it prepped and cut. We'll go back in and paint it with some Blitz Black from John Deere. Maybe I'll do a little video on that. But essentially that cold air chamber sucks air in, sits your base cleaner has a foam seal that goes around, 2-inch drop with the center section. It's already on the Corvette now. But this right here is the area I'm going to be cutting. I'll be cutting this area out around. I might get a little bit of the corners involved and have it shaped up nice. But I want to have this center section here still connected just for some support long term. I don't want to have an issue of this portion here being totally unsupported and maybe have issues down the road of it, sagging or anything like that. So I'm gonna keep it connected, so it'll have plenty here, plenty of meat here and on the ends. And then I have some grill mesh, like what I have on my small block hood that I designed. I still have plenty of that left where I'm going to use some of this here. Still got 2 sheets just like this one. And this right here, one of these will do enough, so I have enough to make errors, right? That's always good. Extra material is a good thing. Overall, the build quality on this thing's awesome. I'll see if I can find the company that actually makes it. They are out of California. It is American made. All the hardware is already drilled in place. They do make this hood in a finished form. So basically, like you see here, the cold air chamber is finished, as well as this hood support area. They finished the whole thing, so there's no visible fiberglass. It looks very factory, but I knew right away I was going to be cutting this just like the race cars are supposed to be, and have that excess heat to be able to exit out, as well as relieve underhood pressure. But that's it, guys. That's my current project I'm working on. I'll go ahead and pop this real quick and show you the base cleaner, as well as the screen there for the carb. So essentially that cold air chamber comes down. There's a foam seal here. There's also a foam that goes inside of that chamber. And then obviously you have the screen there for the L88 whole induction setup. And this is a small block. I believe it's going to work out well. Small blocks are generally shorter than a big block, but I do have a Edelbrock RPM air gap manifold, Holley 750. It does sit up a bit higher. So I believe with that, it should offset and be about where it needs to be as far as meeting that cold air chamber goes. So I'm gonna get to cutting. I'm not a good videographer, as you can tell. So I'm gonna get to cutting this. First I'm gonna do some measurements, and then I will go in and start marking exactly where I need my cuts to be, and just marching it out and start making my cuts. I'll be using a Dremel. just a standard Dremel. I do have a wireless one, but it's not charging, and I don't want to get committed to that and then lose battery, and I got used to operating with that one. So I'm just going to keep it on the live wire version there. And these are the tips I'm going to be using. This will be my primary go-to as far as just flattening out the smooth out the lines nice and straight. This will be kind of my butcher's knife right here. Chop away most of the material, and these are going to be my surgical deals here. Get in there and really fine tune the symmetry of everything. Make sure it's all symmetrical. After this is all done, it's going to my cousin who painted the car, and it'll be torch red as well as the rest of the vehicle. I thought about going with like a black or maybe having it wrapped in some sort of like cool carbon or something, but I don't like fake stuff. Hence why I'm doing the vents like I am, because I don't want that scoop being non-functional. I love functional stuff. If it's not real carbon fiber, don't give it to me. I won't buy it. But anyway, it should look pretty mean on this hood. This hood here is actually really badass. I get a lot of compliments on it. And I actually drew inspiration for this one from the 65 mid-year C2s with the big block hood. It comes up and kind of bows out just like my small block hood does here. It kind of comes up smooth and then bows out to those. It gave me that inspiration for it. Really liked it. Liked the way the contrast works with the screens, the black screens there. But anyway, I'm gonna get to measuring that out, drawing it up, cutting it, and I will probably just pause this video and start recording again once I'm in the next phase and show you guys how I'm going about doing this. Hey guys, what's up? So I just got done doing a lot of the marking and mapping out my vents. I have to go ahead and probably just go ahead and cut out the whole section. I just think it'd look good, and order a whole new sheet of that windscreen. Or I still have the option of keeping the center bar there, and I'll probably round out the corners. But I went and basically I took the tape along both edges, top and bottom, just mapped out the overall distance between the two. Once I got to the corners, I basically measured from the center of the hood to the corners 10 inches out and started marking each section there, just mapping out this hood. And I went and made individual centimeter distance between each, and went back and forth, left and right, measuring the distance to make sure I had the right curvature here. And I think it looks pretty darn symmetrical. I'm not one of those that's gonna just call myself a perfectionist, try to hold the camera straight. But depending on how the light is, it's really hard to see a significant difference between the two of them. I feel like once it's on, you won't notice anything, but I thought I'd go ahead and peel back the tape. I went ahead and ran my marker around the edges of the tape, let it follow it. So we'll go ahead and pull that off. This feels like a mistake, right? I've done so much to measure this out, make sure it's on point. There we go. All right, so there we are. This is where we will start making our cuts. Part of the line didn't take. Look at that. So what I'll do now is I'll go in and get tape from way back here, make sure it's straight, and I'm gonna line it up there, and I'll go ahead and remake that portion. So keep it consistent, left to right. Ugly little spots like this, I'll come up here with just a nice straight edge, clean it up, and yeah, we'll start committing to it, making our cuts. I feel like once I got the initial cuts made, I'll go on the inside of the hood and start in there as well, just to make sure everything's consistent left to right. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now with it, and I'll go ahead and pause this video and get back to it. or possibly just make a, oh yeah, I'll probably just do a part 2. Probably just do a part 2 video of it, and that way it's not all, it'll be saved. It won't be all jacked up, because I have no idea how to edit videos.